I just logged into my health insurance provider and I'm in the same boat as so many people. It's absolutely stunning what just had happened. In June of 2025, my insurance went from $125 a month to now $426.84. And now since it's open enrollment, it's unbelievable. I mean, I'm at a loss for words. It has now grown to $1,164.82. What am I going to do? How am I going to afford this? Do I have to cancel my insurance? Like, what's the way for Americans to get health insurance? What are we all going to do? I'm broke. I can't afford it. It's a sad, sad day.
In 2 months, it's going to become completely unaffordable to live in the United States. And I'm not talking about luxury lifestyle. I'm talking about basic middle-class needs. I run a relocation business out of Costa Rica. I asked my clients, who are a couple from Bushwick, Brooklyn, why they were thinking of moving abroad. They sent me their monthly budget spreadsheet. So combined, they make $120,000 a year. And from that, they get to bring home about $7,400 a month after taxes. Their rent is $3,100 a month. And their health insurance is about to skyrocket to $1,750. They budget about $1,000 a month for groceries. Their utilities, internet, cell phones, and MetroCard are another $1,300 or so. So at the end of the month, this leaves them with about $250. And that doesn't include any unexpected expenses or the hope for investments or the hope for a savings account. So what they said to me is that this is what running in place feels like. And the reason that they want to move abroad is because they actually want to move forward with their lives.
Like, not enough people are talking about the fact that in January, most people's health insurance is going to increase in cost by 100+%. 100+. Dude, ask yourself right now, if you randomly had a fucking bill that was $300 to $400 just added on to all of your other expenses, what would you have to start giving up? Because that's the reality for, like, how many millions of Americans? Like 14 or 15 million Americans or something like that, because of the Affordable Care Act subsidies that are going away. Next month, dude, I forget which state it is, but I know that it's one of them, okay? One of the states, the median increase that the Affordable Care Act recipients in that state are going to experience is something like 380%. Like, I mean, do we not understand, like that is societal upheaval inducing by itself? That one fucking increase in costs, like that could literally be the snap in America's social fabric. Because what will happen is that people will stop going to the doctor. They will sooner just stop having health insurance altogether, and then what they will start doing is they're after me, okay? Then what they will start doing is they will start putting off getting care, which means that emergency rooms will become the primary way that people get treated, but by the time that they're getting treated there, it will be much worse for them because they will have put off getting care. They could be actually, the pain that they feel that escalates to an acute episode, it could literally be from, like, cancer, right? Like, it's so fucking insane. I don't know how it is that, like, America is not flipping the fuck out between now and, like, the middle of January. Because again, it really will be that people will just stop going to the doctor. And what I also can't fathom, to be quite honest, is like how it is that the insurance company lobbies themselves are not freaking out about this. Because again, I am very much of the opinion that what's really going to happen is that a not insignificant number of those like 14+ million people will just be households that don't have health insurance and just don't pay into the system. Like, how am I going fucking crazy? Like, did I miss something?
The health insurance situation in the United States is officially broken. It cannot be repaired. It is the Titanic sinking. The iceberg is the big, beautiful bill. It sunk our system. The system already stunk. My health insurance for 2025 for my family, my wife, and my beautiful son and myself was $1,500 per month. That has gone up to $2,150. That's an extra $600 to $700 per month. That's just the price to get in the door. That's the cover charge. Then you have your copays. Total out-of-pocket max for my family for 2026 will be $20,000. So the health insurance companies that we have to go with, will not even give us full coverage till we've spent $20,000 on top of the $2,150 per month. This is all in response to the big beautiful bill, which is ending the subsidies. The subsidies were the only thing keeping health insurance afloat for those that need this public marketplace option. And why should we live in a world where the other option is to work for a company that dangles your health over your head? That is like being an indentured servant. So many people have jobs that they don't want to have because the company offers them health insurance. It's ridiculous. We spend on average $13,000 per person in our country on health insurance, which is going to skyrocket. And other first world countries that actually have universal health care spend less than that, $7,000, $8,000 per person. The only solution is a universal system that we all pay into with our tax dollars, period. That's the only solution. So be mindful moving forward who you vote for. We should only be voting for candidates in any political office that support universal health care, period. Our children's future is dependent on that. We have something like 60,000 people a year that die because they don't get the help that they need. You have a lump in your boob or your balls, you should be able to walk in and get it checked out. So many people in our country don't get the help that they have paid into a system for. People in other countries will say, well, our system's no good either. If you need to get a knee replaced, you might be waiting 6 months. We limp. In our country, we limp. We don't get things fixed. I have family members with good health care that won't even go to the doctor because who knows what it's going to cost. We shouldn't have to live in a radical world where people like Luigi take matters into their own hands. Vote for universal health care and let's do it now.
Millions of Americans just woke up in 2026 with a fucked up surprise. Their health insurance just increased drastically in price. Overnight, the enhanced ACA subsidies expired, and Congress did nothing to stop it. Nothing. But I don't think anyone is surprised. These tax credits kept premiums affordable for over 20 million people. Self-employed workers, farmers, small business owners, parents, people who don't get insurance from a job and don't qualify for Medicaid or Medicare. Some families are seeing costs double. Others are seeing them triple. One mom's premium went from $85 a month to nearly $750. Another went from $350 to $500 just to stay covered. Lawmakers knew this deadline was coming for years. Democrats warned about it. Even some Republicans admitted it was a problem. Trump floated a fix, then backed off after conservative backlash, so the subsidies died. At the same time, Congress already slashed over $1 trillion from healthcare and food assistance, and now millions are being told to figure it out. Experts say nearly 5 million people could drop coverage entirely this year because they simply cannot afford it, which makes healthcare more expensive for everyone else. So that sucks. People are now choosing between rent, groceries, and staying alive. Keep in mind, this is a political choice. Affordability is voters' #1 issue heading into the midterms, and Washington just made healthcare dramatically more expensive for millions of families.
So the first video I seen this morning when I woke up was a video about our insurance, right? And so I'll just use me for an example. I pay a little over $600 a month for medical, dental, vision, and all of that, through my job. I pay a little over $600. So that's a little over $300 every 2 weeks. And that's for 2025. But for 2026, it's going to be like $2,100. It's going to be over $2,000 a month for medical, dental, and vision because of the things that's happening in our country or whatever. And whatever it was that Trump did, which I don't know, but it gave me anxiety so bad. Because here's why. If I have to now pay $2,100 a month for benefits, I won't be able to afford it. I can't pay $2,100 out of my work check, or I won't have a check, right? I'm spending my whole work check paying for benefits. This is so crazy. Now, tell me more about this. But again, this is the first video I seen when I logged into TikTok today. I did reach out to my to Anthem, but it's the weekend. I wasn't thinking. I just reached out immediately because it gave me a little bit of anxiety because open enrollment is next month. And I am going to have to decide if I'm going to go a year or two without insurance at all, right? Open enrollment starts in November. And I'm going to have to make a decision. Do I go ahead and get everything taken care of this year? Go ahead and get mammograms, get everything I need to get done before the end of this year, and then next year go without insurance so that I can pay for my bills and housing and food and things, so I can pay to even live? Like, what? So I gotta choose between having health benefits and eating? You guys, did anybody else hear about this? Let's talk about it in the comments. Oh my God.
I want to play a game called Whose Insurance Premium is going to be Higher? This is the result of the big, beautiful bill in real time. For most people, open enrollment is happening right now, whether it's for their company or through the marketplace. And I got a sneak peek of what my insurance premium will be in 2026 with that big, beautiful bill that passed. My family and I do have a marketplace plan. We have 6 dependents. We both work full time, but for several reasons, we have a plan through the marketplace. We've had that plan for almost 3 years, I would say. For 6 dependents, family of 8, our premiums are pretty high as is in 2025 at $1,100 a month. That does not include dental and vision. If we stayed on the exact same plan or same coverage type, our insurance premium is projected to go up $1,500. So our premium would then be $2,600. I will also say that we are all generally pretty healthy. We do not have any pre-existing conditions or major medical ailments. That is the highest premium I have heard of. When you hear people talking about our healthcare system is broken, case in point, I'm not going to be paying $2,600 a month in insurance premiums. I'm going to look at different options. That is crazy to me.
Just got this paper in the mail from Get Covered Illinois because Obamacare is being taken away and insurance is changing. Now you got to get it through the state, yada, yada. The insurance that I pay for right now is $75 a month, which is already a stretch for me because I'm a grad student. I'm not working that much. So $75 a month is kind of expensive for health insurance, okay? They told me in this paper that I got automatically enrolled to the new thing, to the new insurance. I was paying $75 a month. Guess what I'm paying now? Or what I'm not going to pay, but guess what it went up to? $652.32 a month. You got to be out your rabbit ass mind because ain't no way that it went from $75 to $652 a month. That is ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. And I feel so bad for people that have insurance and they have to have a certain insurance to go to a certain doctor to get certain prescriptions, and they got to keep this expensive ass insurance. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. That's why we really have to start focusing, like I've been saying, focusing on just staying healthy so that we can have some type of insurance that doesn't cost a lot, but not have to rely on our insurance that doesn't even kick in until you pay your deductible. I don't even have insurance until I pay my deductible off. It makes no sense. I hate the system. I hate the way that it's set up. It makes no sense.
You know how you know our healthcare is an actual joke in the U.S.? Healthcare just got cut for so many Americans because they can't afford it without the subsidies. And since subsidies gone starting next year because of the government shutdown, like most people can't afford it. My best friend is type 2 diabetic and she's on insulin. Her insulin is over $1,000 for each vial. They can't afford that. They have 2 kids and their health insurance is going from $200 a month with subsidies because of low income to now it's going to be almost $1,400 a month because the subsidies were cut. Their employer's health insurance is actually more expensive than going through Marketplace. But don't worry, I'm sure several of you will say they just need to work harder, right? Not that healthcare just needs to do better.